people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ilyssa, and if you are new here, my channel is all about my philosophy: move, nourish, connect. Some of you might have found me while I made my videos about being an expat in Hungary, and that's exactly what I want to talk about in today's video. The first thing that being an expat taught me was that I'm a minority, which is like,
what? Really? Oh my gosh, like I wouldn't have ever said that.
But it's not in just the superficial way. Obviously, I know that I have melanin in my skin. Obviously, I know that, you know, I'm a woman and darker skin, okay? So that's not what I mean. What I mean is that I am a minority in my decisions. Not a lot of people choose to leave everything that they're comfortable with to go to some place they've never been before. Even though now it seems like more and more people are taking these risks and jumping off the cliff, so to speak, which is exciting. Living in Budapest kind of underlined that fact for me that, you know, there's not a lot of people like me. Or, I mean, some of you are out there, I know, but it's kind of extreme to make that decision. All right, so the second thing that being an expat has taught me is that you can relate to people anywhere. Okay, so Hungary is very specific, right? They speak Hungarian for the most part, and a lot of people outside of Hungary do not speak Hungarian, including myself. But we're all people, right? So being over there, even though I have to pantomime or do these things a lot to communicate, I realized very quickly that, you know, people are people everywhere, like you hear all the time, but we do have this innate kind of urge to communicate and to relate, and there are certain things that are universal. You know, smiling is one of them, you know, so on and so forth. And it's all really about mindset that, you know, Budapest taught me that if you go in with a negative mindset or like, oh, nobody understands me and which, trust me, I totally did more than I should have, because I shouldn't have ever done that. But if you go into it with a negative mindset, it's going to seem a lot more grueling and a lot more isolated than it really is. So third thing that being an expat has taught me is that I am way stronger than I thought I was. So not to like brag or anything, but I always kind of had a certain confidence. But man, that really gets highlighted when you are put in a situation where you can only rely on yourself. Granted, now, you know, we do have, you know, internet access and things like that where we can kind of contact people that are in different countries and places and whatnot. But, you know, when in real time, when you're dealing with a situation, or you need to get out of a situation or get into a situation or get a ticket for this or you know, I don't know, fight something or whatever, that's really when the big guns come out. I'll give you an example. This is such a long time ago and it was such a pain in the okay, sorry. But when I was moving to Hungary, I had this weird kind of flight situation where I lived in Tampa at the time, and then I flew from Tampa to Miami, and then Miami to Finland, and Finland to Hungary. Okay, and I flew with my cat. Okay, that's a whole other thing. So keep in mind, I'm leaving the country with a cat and luggage, you know, overseas. Okay, great. So I get up to the counter, and then they tell me basically that I can't fly because there's no reservation for my cat, and that the people that checked me in Tampa should have told me that, which of course they didn't, because why would anyone do their job? Anyway, I was furious, and I basically was like a mad woman, you know, running all around Miami International with my cat, trying to combat this issue, because I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm stranded here, have an animal, and you're gonna pay for me to have a hotel. I got a hotel, they paid for my hotel, and I had to wait, what was it? I think 2 days, 2 days, I wanna say, something like that, to fly back out, to fly to Finland finally. So that was, oh God, it was such a trial. But anyway, the moral of the story, I guess you would say, is that being an expat has taught me that I am way stronger than I ever thought. That there are certain things that it's like that fight or flight situation. You don't know what's going to happen. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but it's just the truth. You know what I mean? And it's good to find those truths out about yourself, because it's like, you know, once you do it and you get through that kind of like passageway, so to speak, you're like, I can do anything. So that's kind of where I'm at now, because I'm back in the States and I'm with family saving up money to go back out on my next adventure. The whole goal is to travel and work remotely, because I work remotely now and I want to see as much of the world as I can. Take one of these planes somewhere, but being an expat has kind of showed me that I have that strength to do that. And I kind of knew it before, but like it's been reinforced, like I said, which is invaluable. I invite you to subscribe if you want to kind of follow me along in this growth journey to living my best life and doing what I want to do. Until next time.